guys, what's up? This is Lloyd from nuwavefitness.com. Today is Supplement Saturday. We're going to be showing you our take and our opinion on the product supplement extraordinaire called creatine. I'm going to give you a rundown of what creatine is in 5 easy sections. So let's just get started. Number 1, what is creatine? What is it? So creatine is something that is naturally synthesized in the body, goes primarily through the liver, kidneys. Once it's processed through that, just transferred into the blood. It's something that naturally was found in the 1800s is when it was first found. Discovered that it was actually in small quantities of meat. And by small, I mean 1 pound of raw steak, or about 16 ounces of steak, equates to about 0.9 grams of creatine. So 1 gram of creatine per 16 ounces of steak. It's not a lot, right? But the good thing is that your body doesn't necessarily need that much to get athletic performance from it. So after it was discovered in the 1800s, by the 1970s, the Soviets were saying that it helped boost their athletes' performance in the Olympics back then, you know how they were winning and stuff, and all that. And by 1990, supplement manufacturers came out, creatine went really mainstream. There was all these new creatine types and blends coming out, and now today it's one of the most highly studied clinical trials data backing up this product, and I believe it's up there with protein as far as the best-selling supplement currently on the market. Number 2, what are the benefits of creatine? So straight across the board, creatine has been proven to increase lean body mass, increases your strength almost instantly by about 10% after using it, and it also gives you that big size look due to the water retention. Number 3, so if it gives you all of those benefits, how exactly does it work in the body? Well, when creatine itself enters the blood, it becomes creatine phosphate, or we'll call it CP. Okay, so you've got your CP. Now there's something we have in our body called ATP, stands for adenosine triphosphate, right? For now, we'll just simply call it your body's energy currency, right? It's what allows you to give muscle contractions, most importantly, bicep curl, anything that is a contraction of the muscle. It helps with your digestive system, nerve transmission, and all of that good stuff. So without ATP, your body can't really perform aerobically or anaerobically. So ATP is very important, giving you explosive movements, and it's huge in weightlifting. Huge. It's the #1 most important thing. So when ATP stores get depleted, and they get depleted really quickly, it takes them about a couple minutes, usually like 3 to 6 minutes, to fully return and replenish themselves. So when you're lifting a weight and then all of a sudden you can't lift it anymore, and you're just like, you feel so weak all of a sudden, it's because your ATP stores are probably depleted along with lactic acid, but that's a different topic. So creatine phosphate, CP, creatine in the blood, comes to the rescue. Once ATP stores are depleted, it gets broken down into ADP, adenosine diphosphate, okay? And so with creatine, phosphate, and ADP, they come together again, and they replenish, reform, and they become ATP again. So it allows you to actually replenish your ATP stores quicker and to get more muscle contractions out, more strength, etc. Number 4, the warnings and side effects that you need to know about when using creatine. You've got abdominal pain, stomach cramping, usually because creatine's working in the digestive system. You've got nausea and diarrhea. Now, those are the main 3. There's some headaches and other stuff as well, but that really comes down to the individual. So there is also possibility of creatine being unsafe in high doses, continuous high doses, due to your kidneys and liver having to overwork to process that to make it into CP. But there's no studies that show high doses are harmful at all, so I can't really say it is or it isn't. It's up to speculation at that point. As far as data is concerned with this, it really comes down to all the studies that have been done. There's way too many for me to list in this video. I'd highly recommend you go to Google and find a clinical study, but long story short, as far as data is concerned, this is one of the most highly studied supplements on the market, and most of the studies, if not all of them, didn't really show any side effects of using creatine. So the ones I listed before is really, I think, it comes down to the individual that experienced that episode of, cramping or nausea. I've been using creatine myself for a really long time now, and I haven't had any pains that I feel were specific from creatine. So take that as you will as far as the data. So that leads us to number 5, probably the most important part of knowing about creatine is the dosing. You need to know how much you should take, how often, and really that way you cannot be fooled, I guess you could say. So there's 3 really popular types of dosing right now with creatine. There is the 20 grams starting the loading phase, the loading of creatine, 20 grams a day for 5 days, and then 5 grams maintenance phase after that for about 8 weeks or so. And then you cycle off, and then you start over again. That's one option. Option 2 is you've got the 5 grams continuously every day, no cycling off, okay? So that's option 2. Option number 3, you've got the 5 grams a day for 8 weeks, and then you cycle off for 4 weeks, and then you start back up again, 5 grams for 8 weeks, and repeat, okay? There's a more recent study that came out a while ago that said 2 different groups, I guess one person was using 20 grams, one person was using 5 or something like that, and all the studies really come down to is that there's no difference as far as what they could find in their trial from 20 to 5. It really comes down to the person. And, I've never used 20 grams of creatine before. I use option 2, 5 grams a day, every day. I don't cycle off. I mix it into my post-workout or pre-workout, whatever you want to do. 5 grams a day is all you need of creatine. Actually, I think 3 grams is really ideal, but 3 to 5 grams is plenty for your body. It's better than eating, like 36 or some crazy amount of steak. It's like 3 pounds of steak. 3 pounds of steak or a teaspoon of powder. I think I'll go with the teaspoon of powder to get the same results as far as creatine is concerned. So, in the end, 5 grams a day, you can take it any time of the day, it doesn't matter. You can take it when you wake up, you can take it in your pre-workout, if it allows it. Take it in your post-workout, take it before you go to bed. I do it post-workout, but whatever works best for you. Hopefully this let you know and informed you, made you more knowledgeable of what creatine is, how it works in the body, how much you should take, when to take it, benefits, and the side effects. This has been Lloyd from nuwavefitness.com, and I appreciate you guys watching this video. I'd appreciate it also if you could subscribe up top if you liked it, and if you really liked it, you can hit the like button down below and share with your friends and help them know more about creatine as well. Thanks for watching. Check out our website, nuwavefitness.com. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video. Remember to be the change and double bicep flex. Booyah.